Hello everyone and welcome back. So today's video is on this lovely under the sea mani here. So we have 3D coral and shells with some pearls and some manta rays. Easier to see if I put it in this direction. So we have our manta rays. Half of a sunken ship, we have a diver, more of a sunken ship, squid inside of a cave. That's more of a subtle part on the cave. So I will go ahead and get into the products. I already have my tips on. So I have this black from Macarte, Aurora Borealis from Macarte, this lovely sandy colored reflective glitter from RAR JSM, I have Beetle's regular top coat and matte. I also have these lovely browns from Beetles and these lovely pinks. This one's more of a coral jelly and this one's a shimmery pink. They came in sets. I will have to see if I can find the links in my history, order history. I also used this lovely silicone mold from Amazon that allows me to make various sea designs. See, there's a whale, coral, we'll be using the coral, seashells, we'll be using some of those, starfish. I used rhinestone glue from Beetles. I also used these lovely pearls with the white and the light blue ones from LA Colors from the Dollar Tree. Okay, the plates that I used is Maniology's M508 and Maniology's MXM106, which is still available on the site. They have not sold out yet. I used Born Pretty's black stamping polish, and all the rest of the stamping polishes I used were from Maniology. So I used Haunted B359, Winter's Kiss B314, Cocoa B351, Boba B330, and Frozen B316. So I'm going to start by doing one coat of black on my thumb, and then I will do one coat of Aurora Borealis. I also use a detail brush, a magnet wand, a cleanup brush, tweezers, and a rhinestone picker-upper. Rhinestone pickup tool. Okay. Pop up the lamp for 60 seconds. Sorry guys, I did not mean to bump that. So while that is in the lamp, I'm going to go ahead and get this nice lovely shimmery pink from Beetles. And I'm going to use it in this starfish right here. Let's see if I can actually get it to where you guys can see it. Without it getting blurry. Maybe. Okay, so now that I've filled that in, now you can put it in your regular lamp. You don't need to do what I'm about to do, but I have my nice handy dandy lamp right here for such occasions. So, now I'm going to take Aurora Borealis from a card. This one right here. Oop. I'm a bit on the klutzy side. And I'm going to do a singular coat. Trying to make sure it is even. Now I'm going to make the pigments disappear. Helps darken the black, but not with actual black. The jelly in this is like a watery black with a hint of blue that the pigments are in. I'm going to take my tweezers and I'm going to go ahead and pop out my cute little starfish. If I can get my hands on the dang thing. See, that thing is pretty cute. So there's your starfish. Now it's time for coat number 2. I'm going to be doing the opposite with this one. Okay. This time we are going to enhance. Like so. And here. Let's go ahead and prep our stamping plate. So we are going to take M508, we are going to take Frozen, and we are going to grab this image right here. Pick up. And sorry about that, did not mean to hit the camera. We are going to carefully pick out the stingrays. And keep the water disruption image. Like so. Line it up with the top. And you can add to it if need be. If your thumbs are like mine, they're huge, it's hard to get all of the image on there. You may have to do that. Okay, so now we're going to take Winter's Kiss on the same image. Pick up. Okay. Now we are going to get all of the water disruption images off of the stamper and leaving just the manta rays. So go in around each and every one of these little things. And once you are done removing all of the water movement imagery. Okay. Zoom in on this. We're going to take Frozen and we're going to fill that in. So we're going to take Frozen and we're going to carefully fill in Manta Ray. Okay. So now that our manta rays have been filled in, we will let them dry for a moment. And then we will line them up in their previous locations. Place down. Clean up any excess. Look like this. Now we are going to go in with our regular top coat to smooth everything out. Our no wipe top coat from Beetles. I apologize, guys. Okay, now that it's been nice and smoothed, we will go back in with our matte top coat. Now we'll put our matte top coat on. This is no wipe matte top coat from Beetles. All right. Clean up that little bit of gel that decided to go where it didn't, where it's not supposed to. Pop it in the lamp, and then I can put my wedding ring back on. So I don't have to worry about it scratching up my lamp. What, Mr. Peaches? What, baby? What, my sweet fluffy boy? Mr. Peaches. And the thumb is done. So now we will go in with the black on the rest of the fingers here. Just one coat. Making sure to cap the tips. What, my peach boy? I know, my sweet little peachy boy. Mommy loves you too, baby. My beloved old boy is such a needy thing these days. Ever since we got pet rats and gerbils, they have been quite clingy, more than normal. They are pretty clingy to start with, so okay, once you have your one coat of black, go ahead and pop it in the lamp for 60 seconds. What, Mommy's Peach Peach? I love you too, bud. I love you too. Yes, my sweet little peach. Here's my boy. I know, baby. I know. Where's your baby? Where's my baby? Such a sweet fluffy. Okay, so now we're going to do our first coat of Aurora Borealis. Peach, I understand you love my nail stuff, but can you please stop smearing your face all over my stamping plate collection? I'd appreciate it. Alright, once you have that singular coat painted on, but not cured yet, take our wand, hide pigment. Yes, sweet boy. Oh, you congested. You're snorting. Poor baby. Is Mama gonna have to suck the cookies out of your nose? Get the little machine out. Oh, baby, Mommy loves you too. 60 seconds for each coat, and then we'll do one more coat after this one is done, which is almost done. Alright. Then we'll put our final layer. Alright, I'm almost done applying the second coat. Okay. Now we're going to do the opposite of what we did last time, and we're going to enhance these pigments and get them nice and front loaded here. Careful not to bump it or anything like that. And do not get it too close to the magnet when doing the other fingers. So we have 60 seconds in the lamp. As the last that we use of the magnetic. So now we're going to want to grab our stamping plate MXM106, our stamping polish that is black. And we're going to grab this diver. We're going to grab this half of the ship as well as this half of the ship. Okay, so I am going to go ahead and clean up around these images real quick before I set them aside. Okay, so cleaned up around the diver. I'm going to clean up around the sunken ship. Go. There's one half of the sunken ship. And then we'll go in and clean up around. This is what it look like. We're going to go ahead and clean up around this one. And there we have the other half of the sunken ship. Okay. So before we fill those in, I'm going to grab Winter's Kiss. I'm going to grab myself another stamper. And I'm going to grab this chunk of image right here. Okay, so now I'm going to grab some Scotch tape. Clean off the anglerfish. Apparently I have to clean off cotton ball. Cool. It's always fun. And we're going to go across the top edge like so. Now we're going to take Frozen. I'm going to grab this lovely little squid right here. Scrape. Pick up. Clean up around the image. Don't want those little bits transferring. And across, like so. Okay. Now we are going to take our top coat and we're going to top coat the nail. Regular, no white, not the matte. To smooth it out. "30 seconds. You're a sad case tonight, Mr. Peaches. You know that? You are. Alright. Alright, now that we've done that, we can start filling in our images over here. Alright, so I'm going to need Frozen for the diver. That's how I'm going to start with this. What, Mr. Peaches, my sweet boy? You are. We're going to just go in the middle right there. And that's it. that one for that particular color. I'm going to grab Haunted, also for the diver, for the helmet, gloves, boots, and tubing. As well as the harness, belts, almost forgot about the belt and harness. That is the only spot I use Haunted. I'm going to grab Winter's Kiss and fill in the rest. The diver is complete, but we still need Winter's Kiss. We will need it for these lovely ship pieces. We're going to use it on the sails and this rock-like formation here. As well. Okay. Let's get the rest of these sails. Our nice, lovely, spooky sails. Okay. Now that we've filled in the sails, we are done with Winter's Kiss. So down with Frozen. So now we need Boba and Coco. It's Coco and Boba. going to start with boba. And take a very fine amount on the brush. And we're just going to graze lines. In the ship. Let's get a closer look so it's easier for you guys to see. Also going to fill in this outline. Boba. Fill in the mast. Top there. Poles that hold the sail. There we go. Okay, now on the other half of the ship, do the same kind of thing. I'm going to drag boba across. In the direction of the wood grain. Very thinly. Do this for the mast. Fill in the rods at the top here. Alright, the rest will be filled in with cocoa. On both halves. Peach, quiet please. I love you too, but quiet please. Quiet. My beloved little Peachy Puff. That's what it looks like. Well, minus the cat fuzz. This is what it looks like. I've got to get the cat fuzz off the back of this. It's driving me nuts. Why, Peachy baby? Okay, that's much better now. We can see it more clearly. Peach, I love you too. Okay, I love you too, buddy. Okay, so now we're going to go in with the mold here. We've already done our starfish. Now we're going to take our 3 browns, and we are going to use the darkest one first. And it's going to be on this little shell right here. Just get a tiny bit of gel polish on the brush. Gonna dab it in. Do a flash cure, 30 seconds. Then I'm going to take the next darkest brown, this one right here. This was the first one. We're going to take the next one down. And we're going to do the same thing, scatter it throughout. Okay. And the brush, cure, 30 seconds. And then we'll want the next brown down in that color. Start filling in this mold. You don't want to make it too thick or it won't cure properly. So we're going to do 2 layers. This is going to be cured for a full 60 seconds. And while we're waiting on that, we can go ahead and put our scuba diver on. Press that down in. Let's get the cotton off of there. up. I got our scuba diver on the middle finger. And take our wrecked ship piece across there. Like so. Oh, that's too funny. It's stuck to the brush. Oh, makes it a little easier to clean, I guess. Voila. Okay. Now we will go in with the rest of the sunken ship on the index, like so. Smooth it out. Best of my ability here. There. I am going to go ahead and fill the rest of this real quick and get it started. Then we will go ahead and get our regular top coat. Going on the rest of the nails and getting it prepared for its charms. This is going to be 60 seconds in the lamp. This is what it looks like at the moment. I need to put the top coat on, so we're going to put our regular top coat. It's a regular no wipe top coat from Beetles. Okay. Now we're going to put it in the lamp for 30 seconds. This charm is complete. So we pull it out of the lamp. We have our adorable little seashell. That has the curvature to go with the nail. Here's our starfish. Okay. Let's go ahead and do the last of our charms, and then I'll finish the last few steps here. So now we need our coral, which is right here and here. So we're going to go in very carefully. I'm going to turn this direction so it's a little easier to see. And you're going to kind of have to shove it down in there, guys. So it's got a lot of intricate, fine spaces in here. You're going to have to kind of dig around with that brush and make sure that this is getting into all of those little crevices. And some crannies. You do not want to fill it completely the first coat. You just want to get enough that it covers those sections. And we're going to do the same thing for this coral right here. Now the coral is pretty spindly and thin and should be fine with just a singular coat in. You may or may not need a second coat in. For this spindly one right here that's longer, you will definitely need a second one for the other one down in there though. You want 60 seconds on it. Alright, so now we're going to take this lovely color here from RAR JSM in all of its liner glory, and we're going to go down the bottom of the nail like a little French tip. For sand. We're going to do it to the three middle fingers, the index, ring, and middle. Being careful not to go too thick. It won't cure properly. Alright, like so. Cure. Alright, back to our mold here. Fill in the rest of the coral. Piece. Alright. Give that 60 seconds. And now I need to matte top coat these 4 nails. Alright, let's go ahead and get these in the lamp. Alright. Let's get the rest of these charms out of here. There's one coral piece. And here is the spindlier one. Okay. Now we also have our gemstones, our pearls, as well as these. Okay, so we have our lovely need for coral right here. There's my tweezers. There they are. And it is this coral cluster. right there. With this part of the ship. There it is. My matte top coat. I'm gonna run it around. This piece of coral. Where I'd previously filled in with a clear, shiny rhinestone glue. Oh, my lovely rhinestone glue from Beetles. Now I want to make sure that we are mattified in that area and thoroughly secure. There we go. Alright, so now for the middle finger where the diver is, I'm going to take this lovely piece of spindly coral here. This lovely piece that we just got done making. Alright, where did that shell go? Because there's the... Oh boy. Please tell me I don't have to make another one of those. It was right there. Where did it go? That's frustrating. I just had the dang thing on the paper towel. Now I can't find it at all. I may have to make another one. How unfortunate. Oh my goodness, it was still stuck to me. That was close. Alright. So we're going to take our rhinestone glue. I'm going to smear it on the back of our coral piece. Sorry about my panic. I was not expecting that to happen. There. Now we're going to take our lovely piece of coral. down. Oops, sorry guys. Take my detail brush, go around. Make sure it's all nice and secure. Add a little bit more bling gel down at the bottom. And disperse around the charm to help secure it in place. Okay, there's that. And now we're going to grab our little shell. We're going to get that right next to our coral, like so. And cure. Should be good in a moment. Okay, so now we need a spot right here for our pearl. We're going to get a spot here for the pearl and the starfish. All right. Grab the starfish. Pearls, the white ones. There's that. Open this. This is kind of a challenge with wet polish, but we will manage. I'm going to take off of the adhesive because the adhesive does not stick to it very well, and the gel would stick better than the adhesive back on it. Where the heck did it just drop? There it is. kind of funny because earlier it didn't want to stay on it at all, and now it's giving me fits. As if it was just waiting to prove me wrong. Okay, so I'm going to take that lovely little pearl of blue. Put that over here. Next to the seashell. And in the lamp they go. Then after that, we will touch up the matte top coat and we will be done. All right. Go ahead and put these away. There it is. All right, flow this in. Okay, so now that we've got that top coat, all right, outlined the matte top coat around the charms, and they will go in the lamp for 30 seconds. And there you have it, folks. So this is how I created this lovely under the sea mani here with all sorts of stuff, to be honest. So I hope you all are having a good morning, afternoon, evening, night, whatever it may be, wherever you're at while you're watching this video. And until next time, guys, thank you all for watching. Bye.